overeating and binge eating, snacking 24/7 and chaotically grabbing something on your way as you rush, problems with digestions, feeling bloated and heavy, weight swings and mood swings. Do any of those sound familiar to you? If yes, then this video is for you. My name is Anna, your wellness coach. I also teach Pilates, stretching and barre, and I help women to become the hottest version of themselves. Myself, I went through a hell journey with my body. Myself, I've been through a hell of a journey with my body. I'm a professional rhythmic gymnast, and in gymnastics, the standards of how your body should look are very strict. So when I was just 11 years old, I've entered into a fight with my own body. After I recovered from anorexia, I immediately got different problem. I've developed bulimia instead. I know how it feels when your body is just out of your control. I spent my teenagehood years fighting with my body and hating myself. Instead of going on dates and spending times with my friends, I would spend my days at home hating my body, binge eating and then purging. And I don't want a single woman to go through the hell that I went through. And this is how my body looks now. Now I'm living the healthier and the happiest life ever. I have zero restrictions in food. I eat whatever I want. I never restrict myself from sugar and I do not kill myself at the gym. And in this video, I will reveal to you how to fix your nutrition and how to learn how to eat to feed your body and to give your body all that it needs. Because giving your body everything that it needs will be your shift. It will help you to forget about overeating. It will make you forget about cravings and overeating once and forever. Because you need to understand that cravings come not from the absence of willpower, but from severe deficits that we create in our body with poor nutrition. I have to be honest and real with you. In order to get that body, in order to build that body, just focusing on working on your nutrition is definitely not enough. I have developed my own methodology that helped dozens of women to transform their bodies, lose weight, and regain their confidence. This strategy relies on three main factors: movement, nutrition, and hormonal balancing or stress management. But in today's video, we will only cover the aspect of nutrition. No, I will not be telling you to start counting calories or to remove your favorite products from your menu. This is definitely not our path, because it's not about self-love. The goal is not to restrict you. The goal is to bring your body into the state where it doesn't crave, where it doesn't ask you for the things that it doesn't really need, such as sugars, tens of chocolate bars per day, crisps, and etc. Basically, one main thing that you need to understand is that you will always be craving for junk food and for sweets if your body does not receive all the necessary nutrients that it needs to function properly. There are three macronutrients: proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. And if you manage to balance those three correctly in your plates, I swear that you will not be craving for anything extra. In simple terms, proteins are needed to give us the feeling of satisfaction, to give us an opportunity to build muscles. Carbohydrates are our source of energy. If you will not be giving enough of complex carbohydrates to yourself, such as whole grain pasta, whole grain bread, buckwheat, any kind of porridges, rice, brown rice, then your body will search for faster sources of energy. And most of the time, fast sources of energy are sugars. Then we have fats. Fats are especially important for us, for women, because if we don't get enough of fats, our whole hormonal system breaks down. Hormones in our body that are responsible for our female reproductive health feed themselves from the fats. So if you don't give enough of fats to them, ciao ciao your female health. And this is why I have prepared for you 3 meal formulas. And if you follow those formulas, you will assure that you're getting enough of complex macronutrients. Here comes breakfast. It's very important that you have half of your breakfast plate filled with vegetables and fruits. Yes, this is because we need fiber for proper digestion. Vegetables are rich in fiber, and without fiber, our organs will not be able to digest our food properly, and this is exactly why we get bloating. Then, your breakfast must include 2 types of fats: plant-based fats and animal fats. And yes, those are 2 different kinds of fats. They have different benefits for your body, so you need to make sure that you include both of them. Examples of the plant-based fats would be different types of oils, avocado, whereas cheese is an example of an animal fat. You must make sure that you include protein and complex carbohydrates for your breakfast as well, because your breakfast needs to feed you with the energy for the day. There has been so many studies carried out. It has been proven so many times that those people who do not skip breakfast and those who have balanced breakfast, those who include complex carbs in their breakfast, they are so much less prone to gaining weight and to overeating later in the day. And this is true. I verified it on myself for so many times. Please trust me. Every time that you feel hungry, if you starve yourself, you will overcompensate. You will eat more later during the day or tomorrow. When it comes to lunch, here you do not need to add too many fats. Just adding some oil into your carbohydrates or adding a bit of dressing to your salad would be enough. And yes, for lunch, half of your plate must also be consisting of veggies. And this is not just to make sure that you get all of your vitamins in, but it will actually increase your feeling of satisfaction, so you will get satisfied with your meal faster. Vegetables do not contain a lot of calories, so you can eat as many as you want. And most importantly, your stomach will be full with fiber from the vegetables, and therefore you will not have the craving to eat more of the fats or more of the proteins, more of the carbs for your lunch. Then when it comes to dinner, here carbohydrates must be included always as well, because when we fall asleep, our body uses a lot of energy to recover. If you have your fitness watch, your Apple Watch, try sleeping with your Apple Watch for once, and you will see that at night you will burn at least 1000 calories. This is a lot, but our organism needs this energy to recover. So if you will not be eating complex carbohydrates for dinner, your organism will not have this energy to recover, and on the next day you will wake up feeling stressed, feeling tired, and you will overeat to compensate for this energetic deficit, to compensate for this stress. I understand that we do not always have an opportunity to eat super clean, but let's take an example from a real life. Imagine you're having a very busy day, you have no time to grab your lunch, and I must tell you that going to McDonald's and eating a Big Mac is actually a better choice than just skipping your lunch. A Big Mac contains some carbohydrates, it contains some protein, some fats, and even some veggies. By the way, often in McDonald's you can also get a little vegetable salad as well, which will be a bonus. So I just want you to understand that this is also okay. The key here is not about how clean you eat. The key here is how balanced you eat. You must never cope with the feeling of hunger, because once you feel hungry, you will overcompensate. Remember this. Yeah, Anna, but you know, I usually overeat in the evening, every time when I come back from work, because I feel so tired, I feel so stressed, and I want to have something good in my life. I just want to have this dessert. I just want to snack on something while watching my favorite TV show, scrolling on TikTok, whatever. I understand you. I understand you. But it's your responsibility to change that. The thing is that I was in the same position as you are. And all of those bloggers that you see on Instagram that seem to eat everything they want and they still stay lean, you need to understand that they made a lot of work on themselves. They've been working with their mindset in order to fix their relationship with food and fix the problem of emotional hunger. So, what is emotional hunger? Emotional hunger is when we are trying to compensate for the negative emotions that we've had with food. Just like I explained to you before, when you're feeling super tired, you start craving more sugars and sweets because your mind is just seeking for another dose of dopamine. Or imagine you had something planned with your partner or with your friend, and then last minute they cancel, and you end up on your own at your house feeling sad, and that's where you start snacking. Or imagine your boss has yelled at you at your work. You didn't respond back, but you come back home and you starve yourself with food just not to feel those negative emotions. Emotional hunger is also very visible when you have a task to do, but this task is so difficult and it's so long, so boring, you don't want to get into it, so you just start snacking. You just go to your kitchen, make yourself a little tea and a coffee, grab a snack, and you're snacking when you were supposed to be working. This procrastination with food is also an example of an emotional hunger. And there's so many, but you need to discover what are your reasons for this emotional hunger. And I have an exercise that will help you to do that. You need to make sure that during those 30 minutes, nobody is going to bother you, nobody is going to disturb you, and you will be able to stay with yourself in a quiet space. And during those 30 minutes, I want you to take a pen, a piece of paper, and have a little honest conversation with yourself. Ask yourself, what are you really hungry for? Maybe you're hungry for flirting with someone. Maybe you're hungry for some positive emotions with your friends. Maybe you're hungry for a date. Maybe you're hungry for some hugs. Be honest with yourself. What emotions do you lack in your life? What emotions are you trying to compensate with food? Food is not your solution. It can only hide the symptoms from your awareness. You may tell me, Anna, but how do I know if my hunger is physical or emotional? And for this, I also have a little exercise. You will need to choose one day. And on this day, you will need to set an alarm on your phone for every hour. So just set an alarm for 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and so on, up until you go to bed. And every hour, you will have to ask yourself those 3 questions. Am I hungry? If yes, how hungry I am on the scale from 1 to 10. What emotions am I currently feeling at the moment? And here's the hunger and satisfaction scale. You need to start eating at the level 3. Not at the level 2, not at the level 1, because if you're too hungry, then you will not be able to stop once you're satisfied and you will overeat. And you must stop eating at the level 7 or 8. If you do that, you will start eating like a child once again. Why do I say like a child? Because when you think of children, it's impossible to force a child to eat something that he doesn't want to eat. You will be the same. You will be able to reestablish this connection with your body. You will be able to rely on your true physical signals of hunger. And last but not least, stress management. You need to understand that the source of your stress is not the situation that has happened to you. It's your reaction to that situation. You're trying to suppress those emotions with food, but in reality, in order to stop suppressing your emotions with food, you need to work on managing your reactions to stress. You need to contribute into your emotional stability. And you can actually help your body to become more emotionally stable with the foods that you eat. Because by giving our body proper nutrients at the right time, the emotional regulation processes that happen to your brain, the hormones that are involved in those processes, such as cortisol, for example, prolactin, and many more, they start functioning properly once you start feeding your body properly. And as you've understood, everything that I've told you today, it's only a part of a big system. It's only one part of the strategy that I use in my Glow Up coaching program. And in reality, this video is only 10% of what you really have to know in order to get that dream body forever. Fortunately, I cannot explain to you everything in here because each and every case is individual. My Glow Up coaching is about building a personalized system for you that will work for you and for your body and health. With this system, you will be eating with 0 restrictions and working out stress-free without suffering, without any tortures, but with self-love. You need to realize that in order to profoundly fix your nutrition, you will need a nutritionist, a qualified professional specialist who will create a menu for you. And this is why I have introduced the Elite Tariff for my Glow Up coaching program. And with the Elite Tariff, you will not only be receiving 24/7 support and guidance from me, but also from a qualified nutritionist. In just 5 weeks from working together, we will transform your life and body once and forever. Yes, another advantage of my system is that it will stick with you forever. We will target all the deep-rooted reasons to why you are not getting your results before, and I will prove to you that getting best results is easier than it may seem to be, and that discipline is the highest form of self-love. Thanks to the specialist that will be working with you, you will have no other choice except for coming to live in the best body of your dreams. So make sure that you follow the link under this video and fill in the form, because you will receive a free consultation from me, where I will analyze your personal situation and reveal to you what can be the reasons to why you're still not living in the body of your dreams, as well as present your personalized strategy and answer all of your questions. Don't forget to check out my Instagram for more tips on your wellness, and I hope that this video will help you to step one step closer to the best version of yourself.